Hello, my name is Elise.
And I'm Damien.
We are volunteer in Moldova with EVS program.
EVS means European Volunteer Service. It's a way to travel in all Europe through different projects.
Our project is to do to make a reportage and picture to promote Gagauzia culture. We know 4 other volunteers.
So let's go to see what they are doing during their project.
Let's go!
The second school of Kirsava. There is the rehabilitation center is behind this school. We will see. I will show you.
Maşına geliyor foflayarak, maşına geliyor foflayarak. Soldatlar biner oflayarak, soldatlar biner oflayarak. Gelinlere kaldı kalayarak, gelinlere kaldı kalayarak. Nay 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 nay.
My project is for 6 months. It's to work with disabled children. I choose it because it's a professional choice, because I'm studying international solidarity, and I really wanted to discover the Eastern Europe. And I already worked with children, but never with disabled children. So for me it was a really good experience to have new knowledge in this kind of thing.
My name is Rafael. I come from Spain. I found this project. I don't know how. Really, I don't know how it was just suddenly appeared, because I was looking for one opportunity to make an EVS, and finally my organization from Spain, Las Niñas del Tour, sent me a message to say, "Are you interested? We need one person. It's we are in hurry. If you are, the project is already approved. If you want, if you are interested, send us your CV." And in 1 week I was here. And finally I'm 30. It was just the limit of age. And finally I wasn't looking for just a project for Moldova. I didn't expect this, but finally appeared this project. I didn't think a lot. I took it. Our coordinator. The coordinator of the association, EVS Moldova, and the mentor. The mentor is closer for us. The coordinator is more, the responsible of all the projects that we have, and the mentor is more close. If you have any problem, you have to call her, and if you have any problem with the project, you call her to try to fix it. And finally, the last days, she has been helping us to try to manage several problems that we have had in our center. For sure, I think that everything is going to be okay.
И я еще не помню, чтобы мы прямо их взяли и учили. Все, что они делают, они сами это видят. И поэтому, когда пришли, я спрашивала, кто вы по профессии. Вот Рафаэл говорил, он педагог. Он действительно педагог. Не просто от того, что он закончил там учиться в институте. Нет, он от Бога. Потому что, когда ребенку или кому-то нужна помощь, это он сам делает. Он не ждет, чтобы мы ему сказали или научили. У него получается.
I have realized some volunteering in Spain also. We saw people. I know what the volunteering is, and I think that it's very useful. Because of that, I believe in EVS. I think that if you are open, if you really want to do something, for sure you can take your time, you learn, and you do. Now I'm also studying a master. You're speaking about the master. But the master, there is a problem because it's online and I can take my free time. For example, in Saturday, in Sunday, you can study from the morning until the night.
2 different centers in Comrades, so in Filinjic center, and in Kirsava, also in a center. In Filinjic there is more children 6 or 7, the most of the time, sometimes less, sometimes 5 or 6. And in this center it's a little bit complicated for me to work because the people don't really have the specific knowledge to work with disabled children.
The project is good. Normally we come here 2 or 3 times a week, so we play with them and to try to teach our reality for them and to share.
I go in Fidenjik to play with the children, and I decided to make a little show with these children and make some paper hats with them and learn some song and some little dance. And so in Kirsava it's a little center, and finally I work more in Kirsava than Fidenjik, because finally in Kirsava it's maybe 1, 2, sometimes 3 or 4 children, but the possibilities are more opening because the people who work with me are really the volunteer and the possibility to give me the tools to do something with these children. I think it's finally the most important, because yeah, for sure I come for a project, a specific project, but finally I think the most important is really to have to opening my mind and to have this possibility to meet wonderful people.
Меня зовут Мария Мишелова. Я родительница. Я имею ребенка с ограниченными возможностями. Мой сын сегодня на инвалидной коляске. Но он не сидит на месте. Слава Богу, что нам открыли такое место, где мы можем собираться. Если сегодня мы делаем бисерные деревья, игрушки, то это мы не знали, это мы не умели. И никогда не думала, что такой талант у нас есть. Но он раскрылся. Вот так.
Во-первых, это мы узнаем много других людей с других стран, мы с ними дружим, они о нас узнают, мы о них, и меняемся опытом. Они, наверное, вводят наших деток такой интерес к тому, что вот они приехали издалека к нам, и уроки дают, вот как нашему Васе английского языка. Да. Когда-нибудь и наши дети смогут поехать в другое государство, например, в Испанию, во Францию. И у них уже там есть друзья, которые смогут их встретить, показать свое государство.
All of my people with who I work speak in Russian, so not in English. So I try to understand. I begin to understand Russian, so now it's easier than the beginning.
Говорю по-английски. Рафаэль только нас учит. Я как в той сказке, я еще не волшебница, я только учусь.
И что делаете ces volontaires?
Убиваем их. Я шучу, конечно. Наши волонтеры вообще нам везде помогают. Они даже идут нашим детям домой. Они, если нужно, ведут там уроки английского языка. Если нужно, они их везут и в больницу, и на какие-то встречи в Камрате.
У нас волонтеры, для нас открылся не только в селе этих людей, но для нас как будто весь мир открылся. Мы, увидя людей из Испании, из Италии, из Франции, из Германии, нам кажется, что мы уже там были, потому что мы туда не можем идти, а волонтеры приходят сами. Мы узнаем, как они там живут, они узнают, как мы здесь живут. Нам очень интересно. Они очень хорошие люди. Если нам казалось, что там люди хорошо живут, а нас не поймут, это не так. Они очень хорошо нас понимают. Василий мой, он учится английскому языку и мечтает, что сможем когда-то куда-то уехать за границу. Не знаем, куда, в Италии, Испании, Франции, где Бог откроет нам дорогу, но он хочет знать английского языка, чтобы когда наши волонтеры приедут, чтобы он свободно мог с ними говорить.
I don't feel useful, but it's not for me. It's not the aim of the project. People doesn't need me because there are a lot of people in the world. So I think that the EBS is a good opportunity to move to help each other. But for sure, the volunteer is receiving a lot more, much more than giving. This is my point of view. But for sure, the work is very interesting, and the experience and the feeling that we are learning. And I think that the most important thing is that when we come back to our countries, we carry this knowledge.
Мы в селе, но наши, я еще раз говорю, были в прошлом году тоже. И из Италии, и из Испании были, у нас в Франции тоже были, да, Маша?
Да, из Франции был Мигель, из Испании была Панди, из Италии Антонелла.
Антонелла, да.
Там очень тоже хорошие.
Тоже хорошие, но я еще раз говорю, вот мы с ними не подружились, как с Рафаэлем, с Кристи, честно говорю. Мы тоже проводили очень много игр с детьми, здесь тут было что-то с чем-то, шум, гам. Тоже очень хорошие. Но вот Рафаэль и Кристи прямо к нам вот в душу вошли. Вот мы их полюбили очень.
Как родные.
Да. Потому что те не приходили по домам.
After my work, I go to Russian lesson to try to improve my Russian, and also I live with other volunteers, so we try to share, and specifically with one of them, we are now a really good relation, and we make a lot of things together. We go to drink something, to eat together.
I try to go to the small village, to go to the friends, to speak with them, and to enjoy the center of the city where I live. And that's all. Well, I live with a very good. The owner of the house is very good, and she can give us a lot of information. She tries to share a lot of things with us, with the people who live in the house. It's a very good. We have a very good moment there, sharing, speaking, eating food from the typical food from Moldova. This is our touch. Okay.
To say to the next volunteer, Moldova is a great country. Sometimes people don't have really a lot of money and a lot of things to give you, but finally just exchange with people, it's really wonderful. And I think they have to enjoy and to try really to share with people, with the local people here, and try to learn a little about the Moldovan and Gagauzhian culture.
You have to listen to yourself and say, yes, my moment. If you listen and you know that it's your moment, don't say no. Do it. Don't be afraid. Because the experience, for me, I think it could be a very, very good experience.
Daldan dala ip geredi bekleme dersedim. Hop yarmaz geldi, çarşıya kerez geldi. Bir oka kerez aldım, sevdiceğime az geldi. Ta yarım aldım, tamani geldi.
If you're happy and to know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and to know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and to know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and to know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and to know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and to know it, and you really want to.
My name is Beate. I'm 19. I'm from Germany. And my sending organization is a German organization no one knows.
My name is Magdalena and I'm 18 years old, almost 19. And I'm from Germany and I make my volunteer service here for 9 months. I arrived in September and I will be here until June. I searched first on the internet and then I found a German organization, and the German organization offered various projects and I chose this one and I applied for this one and that's how I came here.
My project, the one that I applied for before I came here, doesn't exist anymore. Now I'm working at the school, number 4 in Chattanooga, and do English clubs and assist in English lessons. So I help the teacher, for example, she has some old books and to type the good text and stuff like that.
I chose this project not because of the job I want to do later. I mean, I could imagine working with kids, and mostly I absolutely can't imagine working with people in general, also in a close relationship. But the point of me being here is not to prepare for a job, but for the experience itself. And I'm pretty sure that the experience is in many ways going to prepare me for all kinds of jobs I could possibly do later. the most general term would be social work. It's, I guess, mostly about working with the people, showing interest, learning from each other. So I'm learning a lot of things here, and at the same time I bring my cultural experience, I bring my points of views into the country. So originally the project I was assigned to was in a different place at the internat with orphan children, and it turned out it did not quite work so well. The conditions were not good for working because the person who wanted us there wasn't working there anymore when we arrived. So slowly we shifted our project and our workforce to this place here. We work a lot in school number 4.
In the school we are Monday and Tuesday, which means 8 o'clock the school starts, and then there's 6 English lessons. And after a big break we have our English for the 4th grade. So girls are 9 or 10 years old, and then the 5th and 6th grade, they are a bit older. And then it's 4:30 and then the day is over. And Tuesdays is again 6 lessons in the morning,
which are very nice. We have all the kids coming in and we play different kinds of games with songs, and yeah, it's a really nice way to connect with the kids, because the kids that are in the English club have a whole entirely different relationship with us. It's much closer. The kids who come, they come because they want to come, and that's really nice. That's wonderful.
Then there are 3 days off with no regular work. We can prepare the clubs or draw maps of Europe. And Saturdays I go to the cooking club in the internat orphanage.
We have a mentor here who helped us get settled in town in general, and then we work very closely with our teachers.
Magdalena is working with me. She helps me a lot. I involve her in the lesson. She reads, maybe helps our pupils to pronounce correctly the words. So she tells some stories, and this is some kind of listening instead of audio cassettes, not cassette tapes, recording. And children listen to her, and then they tell the text. It's very useful. We practice listening with the help of our volunteers. Also, they are also very creative. They invent some interesting ideas at the lesson, some games. We also know the games, but with the help of them, the lesson became a little bit relaxing, and it's very good. Children feel very good working with our right hand volunteers, so it's a pleasure to work with them.
It's for usually Mondays, Tuesdays and Saturdays. I think it's a bit too short. I think I could do more, but I like it here very much, and for having free time it's also useful. Like, we can do a lot of more stuff that acquire more preparation.
I have to say, in general, I don't feel as useful as I expected to feel. I was prepared not to feel 100% useful. I think that's normal. It's also a question of the language, and really, the longer I'm here, the more useful I feel. But I would say, in general, I feel less useful than I expected. But it's okay. It's not too much unusefulness. I mean, it doesn't surpass a certain limit, so it's okay.
See that they love children very much, and children the same love them. Their work, they appreciate their work very much, and me also. And it's not a problem to work together. A little bit, it takes a little time maybe to work through the material to prepare for the lesson, but it's easy. Magdalena is not, was not presented as a teacher, she was presented as a their friend and my helper, and children have the attitude to as a teacher. It's easier to communicate, to have the common language. You have heard the children say, so we are strict and they are not. And it's very good.
At this school, 2 English teachers. So my English teacher Ina and Beatrice's English teacher Oksana, and they both speak English. And some kids do, according to what they learned at school, but all the other teachers don't. So we usually, but we spend most time with them, so we speak a lot of English when we're here. When we speak to other people, we try to speak Russian. It gets better, it gets easier. Also, the communication with the kids. The first weeks when they came to ask us if there was English club, we'd be like, sorry, what? But now, they come and ask and we can give answers. It gets easier. Communication is much better now.
Мы с Молдоной, учим слова, играем, поем песни. Я люблю этот English Club, потому что я люблю слова учить, и я сама люблю английский язык. Мангулина, она хорошая, добрая, и, забыла, как зовут. Она тоже хорошая.
Нам нравится ходить на английский и заниматься, и узнавать новое. То же самое. Танцуем, поем, узнаем новые слова. Рисуем. Рисуем, делаем браслетики, сережки. Мы добрые все, хорошо относятся, не как учителя, добрее.
Our own flat next week. But until then, we live with the woman who owns the flat, but she will go to Turkey for good. So from then we have our own flat. Like we had one bedroom, and she had the living room with a bed inside, and lived in the living room. And we shared kitchen, bathroom, hallway, and stuff like that. And then we will have 2 rooms for ourselves. So my job, a lot of Russian lessons, if possible 3 times a week. And the Russian lessons, they're not just sitting there and learning vocabularies and doing exercises. Our mentor who's giving us the lessons is also a friend, so we drink tea and eat cake and modern food, which I think is important because at home we're just volunteers who cook for ourselves, so we don't eat modern. So I like it pretty much if you go to a Russian lesson and eat something local. And going to the bazaar and shopping and stuff like that.
Besides the job, we, of course, around the job, sometimes I take stuff home to prepare, to write, to correct, do things like this. Then we prepare the clubs, so that takes some time, in the afternoon of our free time. I don't know, we have met a couple of people here that we meet up with sometimes. So, for example, there's another American volunteer, Peace Corps. Sometimes we meet with him, and for example, we just met 2 new people, and we decided to get together tomorrow in the afternoon. So it's really about getting to know people and spending time with them. And otherwise, of course, at home we have our rituals. We cook a lot together, and when we have a longer period of time, we often travel a little bit. We go to Kamran, we go to Istanbul, we go when we're planning a visit to Orhei Rek. Future volunteers, learn Russian before you get here. Don't expect English, and don't. When I came here, all I knew was the alphabet, the Russian alphabet. That was not enough. So. Right now, it really is getting better. I feel that it's easier to get along with the people. You get to know more people. It's more interesting because you can talk to more than only the people who speak English. But in the beginning, that was really hard because we had only the people who spoke English to speak to, and you didn't get to know anyone else out of the context, and it was tough. So learn Russian.
It's very nice. You should try to meet a lot of local people. It's completely different way of living. I mean, you also have work and pretty European houses and all, but besides that, it's completely different. Like, for example, grocery shopping, you go to the bazaar and not to the supermarket. Or public transport and all that is completely different. But I like it.
So I'm very thankful for the opportunity to work with other kind girls, very nice girls, and I would like to continue our work. Maybe if they do not have the possibility to stay more, we would ask for somebody else to come here and to continue working with us. We will be very happy. Come!
Okay. Finish, like always, we'll sing one more time. If you're happy, done. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Și ne mulțumim ea că a venit la Italia, la Moldova, la noi.